Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. This is a little shop talk about my new rifle. It's Henry model H010G. This is the 4570 government, and it's got a pretty good sized pellet comes out of there. But I got this one with OS permission because I do have a bear protection sidearm for when I'm out and about or other dangerous animals, but I needed something to hunt dangerous, large game with, and this fit the bill. Obviously, it is one of the biggest rounds out there underneath the 50 caliber, but 50 caliber is that's too much weapon. This one is actually a pretty small one. This one comes in at about 7.1 pounds. It's a lever action repeater. And it was very cost efficient. So we got this one, and this will probably be the last one I added to the collection. It's got a pretty nice action right there, breech load, and it is the second lever action I got. I do have the little brother to this one. I got an old, I don't know how old, but I got an old Winchester lever action 3030 that I got from my father because he's too old to hunt, and he said, go put it to use. So, and 3030 is a fine shooter for up to and including deer and elk. But when it comes to harder animals like grizzlies and brown bears, 3030 won't quite cut the cheese with that one. So I got this one. I was very happy with it. I got lucky because it was the last one in stock at the store of any of the 4570 government calibers. Fortunately, it just happened to be a Henry. Unknown to me, and it says it right here, Henry Repeating Arms, Rice Lake, Wisconsin. There you go, Uncle Don. My Uncle Don and his wife Yvonne, my mom's sister, lived in Rice Lake, Wisconsin for a number of years, and I had no idea that Henry firearms were made there. Never knew it, but here I know it now. I'm glad I got a Henry. My cousin and her husband have a whole collection of Henrys, and they said they are reputable, and they do come with a lifetime warranty on them, so that's nice. My coworker and mentor and instructor teaching me my trade, he has a collection of Henrys, and he's very pleased with them also. So I'm glad I got one. This will probably be the last one I put in the collection. We've got a number of other guns for just about every other type of game. I've got the shotguns for small game, upland bird, and waterfowl. I've got the rifles for squirrel up to now grizzly bear. So I'm very happy. I'm anxious and scared of shooting this because I ordered the biggest ammunition I could find online was the 460 grain plus P ammunition barrel load because, like I said, that's the goal with this one, is to go and see what what it's going to take to take down one of those big boys. So being a big caliber weapon, one of the drawdowns obviously is ballistics. Coming out of the bolt muzzle, this thing has severe power, but at 200 yards, it starts to taper off to where it's not as effective. And after, I think it's 400 yards, I think it said 400 yards, there's a 40-inch drop on it. That's like half of me, considering I'm 70 inches. So I don't know if I'd be able to shoot that far. I'm not going to put a scope on this one. I don't think it's justifiable, both for accuracy and for cost effectiveness. I mean, my other rifle, my 6.5 PRC, that bullet will travel 1,000 meters. And so I put a 1,000 meter scope on it, and it'll still be effective. But the scope I put on that one is it just, obviously it's got a plus one, or is a negative one minute of angle, so when I reach out and touch somebody or some animal, I should say, I need that kind of, clarity and that kind of precision. But with this guy, I'm going to be shooting 100 to 200 yards. That's what my optimal range is. Anything less than 100 yards, I'm probably going to be, doing other things I don't want to do in the hunt, up to changing underwear. So, but if I can get out there and use this for everything from, I figure, elk up to moose and up to bear, and then, that'll be my hunting range for it. So, but I got to put a nice coat of oil on there because it looks kind of dry. I don't know. I might use some olive oil on it. I was happy with, it's a wood grain stock. I like wood grain. I'm kind of a traditional kind of guy. My Christensen bolt action 6.5 PRC is a synthetic stock with a carbon fiber wrap barrel. And the nice thing I like about that is I don't have to really polish the wood and stuff. I can just wipe it down and keep it clean. Treat the barrel, and keep the action clean, the receiver clean. But with these boys, you have to keep the wood preserved to some degree, because while it'll stay in my gun cabinet in climate control, that atmosphere is 99.9% of its life. For that fraction of the time I have it out in the elements, I don't want it cracking. I don't want it do anything but just staying well preserved, because I do intend to pass these on to probably my youngest. She does have her own rifle. It's a single shot bolt action 22 caliber. It's made by Ruger. It's called a Rascal. It's actually got a pink stock on it, and she loves it. So we are training her up on how to shoot that really good. She knows how to shoot it now, but in time she'll acquire my guns, because I can't live forever. Wish I could. It ain't gonna happen though. It's not my not in the cards. Anyhow, speaking of, we had a really good sermon day at church at the end of Mark. Talking about the death and the resurrection, and it was a good closure to that sermon. We spent 41 weeks in the book of Mark. And our pastor did have, I can't remember the name of there's a society that has high resolution images of the original Greek translations of the books. And so he showed us, the image of, chapters 15 and 16 of the Gospel according to Mark, in the original Greek transcript, or the actual original Greek handwriting. And I was like, that's really cool, because I'm kind of a history buff, I dig it. So, but we did go out and spend yesterday up in the woods, just out here by on the other side of Olympia, and kind of see if we can rustle up some black-tailed deer. Nothing produced. Of course, we saw tons of tracks and stuff. We found a good spot where I'm going to go back there next year. We found a spot where they were bedding down. They had plenty of food sources. They had tracks all over the place, and so I'll keep that in mind for next year, and we'll go try and hit that spot up in the early season before or during the rut. So hopefully, it'll be productive. This year, I wasn't really hoping for anything. I just wanted to get out and try out the gear and get used to hunting again, just to be out in the woods, because it's been forever. I haven't been hunting for big game since I was a my teenage, really 20 years with my father. And, I'm 50 now, so it's like, I gotta get back into the routine. Yesterday, we covered a lot of ground. We did a lot of walking, a lot of terrain climbing. So I got really good cardio. I'm happy about that, but I'm sore because well, I didn't have the backpack and all the gear on me. It was a nice day out. Um, still carried around a 7 pound weapon. So with a sling, so it would get sore. And I did have my 45 just in case, because the little forest on the other side of Olympia does have wild animals. They got, there have been mountain lion and black bear sightings. So, I carried my small sidearm, my small game sidearm, because the 45 is a 4.5 inch barrel, so I can hunt with it. But in that capacity, it's just for close encounters. I don't want to have to try and pepper spray them or something. So I've heard that pepper spray does not work on certain animals. So I'm more of the rather be safe than sorry. If I have to kill it, I don't want to, but if I have to, it's gonna happen. Because if I go down, my wife's gonna be in a world of hurt trying to take care of 3 girls. I don't need that. So anyhow, but this completes, like I said, this completes their collection. I don't see a need for any other weapons now, because I've got 3 rifles, 3 shotguns, 3 pistols. I'm surprised. This thing is only a 7 pound weapon, and it's really not that long. It's almost like a carbine almost. But then I look at the size of the muzzle, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a little bit bigger. So we we'll take it to the range and get it zeroed in, and see how many stumps we can blow apart. I suppose the 30-30 blows stumps apart, and I was shooting rounds out of that to get acclimated to it. At 20 yards and 30 yards. So, but unfortunately, this thing won't see any action for probably a couple of years, because next year we're already setting up. The hunt's going to be bow hunt next year, because my hunting buddy and we wanted to bow hunt this year, but he had a shoulder injury that precluded him even doing anything besides pulling a trigger. So we'll set up for bow next year and plan our hunt around that. But anyhow, Thanksgiving is this week, so I wish all of you a very, very happy, very thankful Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving because my nature is to be thankful for everything. I'm very grateful. I watch myself very carefully with being, proud about things, being prideful. Having a certain amount of pride is healthy, but a lot of people, and I don't mean the bulk of us, but a lot of people are just prideful, and I think they get lost in translation of, being thankful and being grateful for things. You'll hear me say predominantly, I'm not proud of my girls, but I'm grateful for my girls. I'm thankful for my girls, that they do well in life, they do things in life, and they accomplish things in life. I'm not really the kind of person that says, oh yeah, I'm proud of them, because to me, I see myself in that nature being, prideful and being, kind of vain about it. So I practice what I preach, and I say, I'm thankful my kids aren't screwed up on, things that affect our kids nowadays. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So you can see some of the old pictures right there. That's back when our 14-year-old was born. Still active duty. So, but family is obviously very important to me. So I get up and do these things. Our girls are well versed on gun safety. Don't worry, you will not hear about gunshots ringing out in Lacey, Washington from an unsecured firearm. I got a safe up there that holds everything. Guns one side, ammo the other side. And my girls know where the keys are, but they know it's their butt if they, cross that line and go after the keys. So, but, they're, like I said, they're pretty good-minded kids. The eldest and the middle daughter, they have no inclination towards weapons, but the 10-year-old does. And she's interested in learning about, good rifle and gun etiquette. And so I'm teaching her that, and she listens. So and she's well adjusted to the world. So I don't see her going out and trying to pick up a gun and go do something stupid with it. So the same way my dad taught me, the same way I'm teaching my daughters. So, but otherwise, yeah. I gotta go put some oil on this thing. Man, it's shiny. I love brand new weapons. The manufacturer didn't recommend anything for break-in, as opposed to my Christensen bolt action. Manufacturer recommended 50 rounds for break-in for that barrel. And I'm thinking, okay, well, it's it's carbon fiber wrapped or whatnot. But I looked through the manual on Henry. Maybe I gotta find digging a little deeper. But Henry doesn't have anything for breaking it in. So if anything, I'm just gonna put a box of ammunition through it. I'll clean it. I'll do the bore cleaning. Scouring and treating it, and I'll just do iterations of that, kind of like what I did with my Christensen bolt action. And speak of the devil, here she is. Come over here. Here comes my 10-year-old. Come on, babe. Hi. Here, I'm gonna scooch over for you. All right, there you go. You got room for that? Okay. We're going to clear the weapon. See, it's clear. No bullets. See that? No bullets. Now you can hold it. It's heavy. Want to take your jacket off first or leave it on?
I'm just going to take my jacket off.
Like I said, we clear the weapon first and we make sure there's nothing in it. And then, keep the muzzle away from everybody. All right, you see? It's clear? Okay. There you go. Now keep in mind, people, this is a 7.1 pound weapon, so it's not exactly the lightest thing to keep a hold of, but yeah, she knows how to handle it, and I'm thankful for that. Practice what we preach. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. I got you. Wait till we go out and fire this one. It's gonna ring out. This one's gonna be really loud. But we gotta go to the range here sometime soon.
The thunder is coming.
We gotta go to the range here pretty soon. We got 2 ranges that we go to. One's a professional range, is covered, has got a fee associated with that. Is very well regulated, very well maintained. The range safety officers are well educated, and 99% of all of us down there are prior service, veterans. Once in a while we get an active duty guy that has ample time and he can go volunteer on the weekends or whatever. So the other range we go to is simply just a gravel pit. Like I said, it's ran by the honor code, coming down and do the right thing, because everybody's got a gun there, and if you step out of line, someone's going to be calling the police. I'd hope. Because I hope no one will want to take the law into their own hands and try to adjudicate justice on their own behalf. Cool thing about being a firearms enthusiast is...
Hey!
What? It's not my side of the family, I promise that, folks. I can't push that one past you. I'm a straight up liar right there. Of course it's my side of the family, is we're goofy. My wife isn't goofy. No. Love you.
Your computer went off.
We're doing this one on my phone tonight because the computer just, I don't know, it's old. I got a new webcam, got a new microphone, but the computer's old, so yeah. So we're doing the phone tonight.
No.
Ray. I'm busy. Quit distracting me. We got a dang good show for y'all. If y'all ever, I haven't figured out how to link things, but I watched the Hodge Twins podcast, video casts, and they always start out their broadcasts with, "We're gonna have a dang good show for y'all." I can't do that, not like they do. They got that locked down. So, but I enjoy that presentation. Anyhow, I see you got your reindeer shirt on. It's not Rudolph. There's right no red nose there. But someday soon, we'll go hunt caribou up on the northern slopes of Alaska.
I
with
love-
this thing.
I
And
love snow camping.
she loves snow camping, and that's what we're planning to do. Hopefully next weekend here after Thanksgiving. I want to take her and the girls up to, her and Mackenzie, the oldest sister, up to the location we were at 2 weekends ago, and just do some winter camping. Go enjoy the sounds of nature. So
We just have a ladder.
we bought one of those rope ladders, ropes, and it's got the steps in it. We bought that from Tractor Supply a couple weekends ago. She thought we were gonna set up like that day. I'm like, no, that's right. Next year when we do the tree fort or something. Anyhow, yeah. What else? These girls got lucky, right? So I'm a federal employee still. I ended my military service. I work for the federal government now as a civilian. And I'm getting my 4-day weekend, right? I'm happy about that, right? I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. These guys, I don't know how the school district worked, but these guys are getting a 5-day weekend, Wednesday through Sunday. So that's nice because they can help mom set up Thanksgiving dinner on Wednesday, get things prepped for that, decorate the house, whatever. We did have one of those, inflatable Thanksgiving turkey, things put out in the front yard, but I think we got rid of it. Otherwise, I'm gonna set it up. But
Look it.
okay, go inside. You're getting cold.
I'm not cold.
She's cold. She's
Cold.
also part Protestant because she protests so much. What? Oh, she forgot her jacket. Say bye, Ray Ray.
Bye.
No, you're supposed to say.
Farewell. Good night.
Anyhow, but yeah, so the girls got a 5-day weekend. I'm trying to figure out how the school district worked that one, but I'm thankful because our girls work hard. They put a lot of effort into their schoolwork, and it shows. So I think we're gonna close it off here, folks. Happy Thanksgiving. If I don't get on deck here before the holiday ensues, hope you all have a blessed week. And thanks for chiming in. We will talk to you soon.